how I reached advanced level in English. Today guys, I'm going to tell you my story of how I was learning English language. So if you're interested in that guys, then just leave a like under this video for YouTube algorithm and let's just dive into it. I don't want to waste any of your time guys. Let's go. And guys, I just want to say sorry for my hair. It probably looks like shit. Well, it doesn't look so good, right? Because I didn't comb it today, I didn't put on any hats, so it looks like how it looks. I'm sorry. So let's begin my English journey from my school. So it began, I guess, in the middle school or even in primary school. Don't remember that. But what I do remember, guys, is that I hated English a lot. For all the years in school, I hated English because just hate it. I didn't know it, I didn't understand it, and teachers were just telling us different rules, different grammar rules, and I was like just blowing up. My head couldn't understand those rules, and I have no idea why in school program we have so many rules and so much grammar if it's just useless for little students to understand language, right? And moving on to the next level of my English learning trip, and this was university. And in university, guys, I hated English language as well as in school, at least for the first 2 grades, first 2 years, guys. Well, teachers were better than in school. Of course, there were like level up teachers, but still they didn't push me to want to learn English. Like, I don't mean teachers have to push us, of course, no, it's not their job, right? But there are some kind of teachers that make you believe that you want to study their subject, right? I've had one teacher, she was teaching me Chinese and she was like super good. She was one of the best teachers I've had, and she pushed me to believe that I want to learn this language. So I was like really excited of learning Chinese with her. And then she quit and I stopped learning Chinese like for good. So yeah, sometimes it depends on teacher. So in university, I didn't have such teachers, so I didn't really want to learn English. And as I said before, guys, this was just for the first 2 years in university. On the 3rd year, I had to learn English a lot more, and I was learning a lot, because by the end of it, I had to go to the US. So yeah, I was learning English much more than before. And guys, when I came to the US, I was like, why can't anyone understand me? Why can't I understand anyone? Why can't I even speak out what I have learned before? So all 3 months there were kind of this, guys. Well, by the end of those 3 or 4 months, I was better. I was a little better, so I could speak some sentences to people. I could understand them much better, of course, because of immersion, but it was still really bad. So maybe you believe that I have learned English to this level in the United States, and you're wrong. No, I came back from the United States to my country and I continued to learn English here, because then I've realized that English is like super important and I kind of even like it, and I want to speak like native speakers. Well, I still haven't achieved that, but I'm trying my best, guys. So yeah, I came back and I took some English courses for a year, I guess. I was taking them for a year, yeah. So after that, I went abroad. I'm not going to say which country I went abroad, but I was working there with native speakers, with a lot of native speakers, like British, Americans, even New Zealanders. So they all speak English, but with different accents. And there, I finally learned English to a fluent level. I was talking to them like on the same level, like almost on the same level. I was understanding everything that they saying, and they understood everything that I wanted to say. So that was like the beginning level of fluency. So guys, after working with native speakers for 2 or 3 years, well, I'm still working with them, but after that period of time, I was like, my English is great. I don't have any way to improve. But then I found IELTS Test, so I wanted to take it. By the way, I haven't taken it yet, but I will maybe in future. So I wanted to take this test and I started to prepare for this test, and that was just insane, guys. This test is super hard and complicated. So 9 is the maximum band in this test, right? So I was getting like 5, 6, sometimes even 4 at the beginning. Like, your fluency doesn't matter in that test if you do not know how to pass it. You have to practice a lot. At the end of it, at the end of my practice, I was getting like 8 or sometimes even 9 for reading section and listening section. Others I didn't practice. So with this test, I've realized that my English sucked and I started to learn a lot of words. I started to read books in English. Well, this is the best thing, guys. If you read books in English, then grammar is going to be super simple for you, because you're just seeing it on each and every page of the book and you're just memorizing it without rules. You just know how to use those constructions and you are learning words much faster and much easier because you see a lot of examples of those words. You cannot learn a word if you just know the word in English and the translation to your language. No, you have to see a lot of examples and only then word stays in your memory. So yeah, this was kind of the last step of my fluency. I was reading and I was preparing for the test. So this did a lot for my learning. And well, no, that wasn't the last step. The last step is my YouTube channel. So I wanted to start my YouTube channel. I didn't know even about what. Then I realized, well, how about English? I have like big story about English, so maybe I could teach English. So I was doing some videos not about grammar, which I was familiar with. And then it came out that I need to make some videos about grammar too. And I didn't know any grammar rules, so I was learning them. I had to learn those rules for my videos. And just because of this channel, guys, I know a lot of grammar now. I know a lot more about English than I used to know before. So now I reached this level, I reached advanced level just because my YouTube channel, working with native speakers, reading books in English and TV shows and movies in English. Those were like main things that helped me reach advanced level. So this is it for our today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, because I did. This was the first video on my channel that I didn't script. It wasn't scripted, so I was just speaking like by myself. I was improvising. Improvising. Is there such word? I hope there is. So I was improvising for the whole video, guys, and I hope that you liked it. If you did, you know what to do. Smash the like button for YouTube algorithm, guys, so I can grow my YouTube channel faster. And thank you for watching up until here. I hope to see you next time, guys. Bye bye.